Hi, I'm JB, and this is Citizens Freedom Network. This is a follow-up video to Article 6, Section 2, the Supremacy Clause, where I had stated that these are the words that are written in our Constitution, in the U.S. Constitution, but yet our government does not conduct themselves as such. Let me address that a little bit. There was a Supreme Court ruling, a Supreme Court case brought in, and that the Supreme Court had ruled, and this was Paul v. Virginia, 75 U.S. 168 in 1869. Let me read some of this for you to introduce it to you. Page 75 U.S. 178. It says, the United States will, for the purpose of maintaining jurisdiction, consider the corporation as representing citizens of the state under the laws of which it is created, and to this extent will treat a corporation as a citizen within the clause of the Constitution extending the judicial power of the United States to controversies between citizens of different states. In the early cases, when this question of the right of corporations to litigate in the courts of the United States was considered, it was held that the right depended upon the citizenship of the members of the corporation and its proper averments, which is a formal statement of fact or circumstance, in the pleadings. Thus, in the case of the Hope Insurance Company v. Broadman, where the company was described in the declaration as a company legally incorporated by the legislature of the state of Rhode Island and the Providence Plantations and established at Providence. This is an example of what I'm talking about. The United States government is a corporation, has been a corporation. Mr. Clint Richardson years ago had brought this to light to many people in the corporation nation. And they have been conducting themselves as such, as a corporation, which is why they conduct themselves with their own bylaws, their own mandates, their own regulations, their own policies, their own code, which is not the word law. But nonetheless, as it states in Article 6, Section 2, the U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the land. None of these codes, regulations, policies, mandates, none of those, orders, none of those supersede the Constitution, yet they act as though they do. They act upon as though they do. And they enforce, send out their goon squad as though they do. So maybe this will enlighten you to what this opened the door for. And let me introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, the Organic Act of 1871. I highly recommend that you search it out, that you do your due diligence, and that you read what is written in it. Take your time, use a dictionary, use a thesaurus, whatever resource you need to understand exactly the terms that they're talking about. Go back into the minutes of the legislational times and the hearings, so that you can read in the context of what exactly they meant when they were saying it, when they were reading it, when they passed it unconstitutionally without the knowing of the people of the country. Thanks again. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. God bless. Be safe.